one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bill Reinhardt.
Present.
Vice Mayor Bill Earl.
Here.
Mayor Matt Watkins.
Here.
Councilmember Larry Connor.
Present.
And Councilmember Jones.
Here.
Public comments. Consent agenda. Do we have any questions on it? There's a motion.
To approve consent agenda. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, new business. Approved 2024 fiscal year amended budget, resolution 24-6-5.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. This resolution amends the budget you set last June for the 2024 fiscal year and better reflects operations over the past year. The FY '24 budget had a projected deficit of $417,000. We expect to finish with a small surplus around $15,000, which is well below what was budgeted, and adds a small amount to fund balance, which is healthy. Just want to thank staff for monitoring expenses and continuing to seek cost-effective solutions throughout the budget year.
I think it's a great job.
Yes.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't concerned with the $400,000 deficit, but very happy with the surplus, so great job to you and staff. Great job, appreciate it. Any questions?
Questions?
We have a motion to approve the amended budget.
I'll make the motion to approve the amended budget resolution 24-6-5.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Public hearing 2025 fiscal year budget millage rates. We have a motion to go to public hearing.
I'll make a motion to go to public hearing.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are in public hearing. Not seeing anything, so we have a motion to go back into normal session.
I'll make a motion to go back to normal session.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the adoption of the 2025 fiscal year budget millage rates. Resolution 24-6-6.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. In your packet, you'll find the proposed 24-25 fiscal year budget, along with my extended comments. The budget projects roughly $1.7 million in general fund expenditures and has a projected deficit of $311,669. This budget includes expenses related to the collection system improvements through the state revolving loan fund, which includes $3.35 million in construction and $678,000 in engineering expenses. Also, the budget also includes adding the fifth officer and adding an assistant to the city manager position. Major streets, there's $50,000 for street maintenance, $200,000 for major street will need to be transferred to local streets. Local streets will have $75,000 for street maintenance, and $205,000 is budgeted for a potential Compton Street road project with new curb, gutter, storm, sidewalk. No, sorry, new curb and gutter, that's what, sidewalk and lead service line replacements. $85,000 for materials to replace lead and galvanized service lines using our crew as they have time. After seeing a lot of comments from other communities regarding wage increases, I did go back and bump that up to 5%. The previous draft had 3.5. The rough average is about 4%, with some going 5 based on the tax increase for the year, which is 5%. Whatever council's comfortable with there. That's all I have.
Questions?
Questions? I'm comfortable with 5%.
grant application, resolution 24-6-7.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. As I discussed when going over the budget, Adam Marsh assisted the city with putting together a project to apply for the MDOT Category B grant to do a mill and fill on Compton Street from Ruggles Street to Madison Street. The project would also include new sidewalk and ADA ramps, new curb, gutter, and we'd also be replacing 12 service lines that are along that route that are required by the state. It includes some full and partial replacements on water lines. The total project cost is $483,575. The maximum grant award under this program is 50% or up to $250,000. Water services expenses will not be eligible, but it'll help us score better since we'd be combining the utility project along with the road project. So the total eligible expenses are $403,165. The city requesting 50% of that, which is just over $201,000. The city would need to match $281,993 total, with $80,410 coming from the Water Capital Improvement Fund for those service lines. The remainder of the match would come from local streets and non-motorized funds for the sidewalk improvements. The resolution in your packet needs to be adopted in order to submit the application.
Now this, it's just to redo existing what's there. That road isn't there as it is.
Yeah, it'd just be milling and filling what's there, yeah.
That's a great much choice.
Well, I mean, when will we find out about this? Once it's adopted, once you apply for it?
Do you remember when that or I'd have to look.
So I'm just, because you have this projected in this year's budget, this upcoming, I'm just thinking we're at a time right now to start getting to work on that. You're gonna start
Well,
late fall.
Sorry, this would be for next year construction.
Two.
So 2025.
Okay.
So we bid it out fall or spring. It may
So some of this would probably fall into the 26 as well.
potentially, I took budget for the full amount of this budget.
Understood. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? We have a motion?
I'll make the motion for 24-6-7. I'll second.
To apply for it,
Okay,
correct?
correct.
Yes.
That's what the motion is. For the resolution.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Approve the amendment to purchase agreement with Skaggs Assisted Living.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. As previously discussed, the purchase agreement with Skaggs expired in May. The agreement was that the property at 559 Broad Street would be developed into an assisted living facility within 5 years of the purchase or refer back to the city. This amendment to the agreement would extend the agreement by 2 years, giving them more time to complete the project. They told me they were a couple months ago. And had a better rate lined up. They were moving.
You know, for 5 years, it's been started summer, started January, and started in summer, started in spring. Meantime, cities taking the moment, taking care of that property, and I just don't know if they're any closer.
Yeah, it's been a long process.
2 more years, and I have the feeling that if they don't get it going in 2 years, that we will not renew it again. That's my feelings.
Yeah,
And I also do 1 year, possible extension of another year.
That would work.
don't know if we would really wanna come back in a year to talk about it. I mean, if we're giving them a 2-year extension, and I'm on board with doing this, Larry, that if something doesn't come about in 2 years, we just walk away from it, we don't do it again.
It's a needed facility in the community, but, after 7 years, if you can't get it funded, you aren't going to.
No, you know, I will, you know, for, definitely not, did have a couple of years, a year and a half or so, with COVID and everything else that did screw things up,
That's
so.
true.
Again, if that's the case, I don't have any issues with the 2 years, I don't want to go beyond that, I don't think we want to go that.
I agree.
Questions? Sir, comments?
I'll make a motion that we approve the amendment to the purchase agreement for Skaggs Assistant Living.
Good support?
Yes.
Either one.
You
All in
almost
favor?
picked one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Approve the proposal for the police department door project.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. The city sought proposals for the installation of a steel door where the old ATM was at the new police building. The door would provide a back entrance and exit. Patrol vehicles could be parked under the drive-through canopy with staff entering and exiting through that door. Also provide an extra layer of safety as all the doors are currently on the east side of that building. The city received 2 bids for that work, with Holbrook Remodeling coming in at the lowest price of $10,476. A header support will need to be, or the header support will need to be taken out. That's currently there, it's too low. So they would need to install a new one above the door to do the current work.
That's all included in that.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't do a lot of brickwork himself.
Who, Holbrook? Holbrook? He uses Lock out of Coldwater, or Quincy, whatever they are.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already come over and taken a look at it. Yeah, he subcontracts the
Yeah,
brickwork.
And that's what I mean, I know, Brady.
Rescue Brady does.
They do,
So,
so.
they don't really do brickwork either, but he usually, they always slip out the bracing jar, or they bring the pad.
Okay, so, no, I was just curious.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions. I think it's needed.
Absolutely.
We have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the proposal to Holbrook Remodeling, for the amount of $10,476.63 for installation of the door.
I support.
All in favor?
Sure, you
You
got
beat
it.
Larry up there.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, purchase police ammunition.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. The police department is looking to make their annual purchase of ammunition. The department received a quote from Keesler Police Supply of $3,579.57. Under the city's purchasing policy, this needs to come to council for approval based on total price. Keesler Police Supply has the MyDeal state purchasing pricing for the state. Questions on that?
We have a motion?
I'll make the motion we purchase used ammunition.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the MDOT, Transportation Alternatives Program Grant Resolution of Support, 4-6.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. Back in March, the city applied for the Michigan Natural Resources Trust Fund grant towards the Rail to Trail project in the city limits. As a reminder, the total cost of the project for the paved trail is $775,000. A little over that. The city applied for $400,000 from the Michigan Natural Resources Trust Fund with a city match of using TAP to cover the match for the first grant we applied for would reduce the city's overall out-of-pocket cost to $75,154.50. To move forward with the TAP grant application, you must adopt the resolution in your packet. Resolution of support. A lot of numbers to it.
Well, I understand the one, you know, we requested 400,000, we had the match at 375.
Yep.
So the 581 is,
More than we would need if we got the
It's
trust funds.
this plus this, plus the 75,000.
so you're making that, is it safe to say that we're trying to get to that number to keep it at the 75? That's what we're doing here?
So, we can ask for more from TAP, which lowers our match if we weren't to get the first grant, but I understand that we wouldn't want to move forward with that. So if we did get 400,000 from the trust fund grant, the first one we applied for, we would not need the full 581,000.
Okay,
So we'd be giving them funds back.
okay,
So we get basically 300,000 from TAP.
yeah, okay, okay.
75.
It just wasn't adding up to me, so thank you.
It's confusing.
That's all I had as far as questions. Motion, resolution, anything we want on this?
I'll make a motion that we adopt the resolution 24-6-8.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Approve the lease for the mural project.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. At the previous regular council meeting, we did approve a lease agreement with the, actually, at the previous meeting, we did the contract with the artist. We now need to do the lease agreement with the building owner at 103 East Chicago Street. The lease is between the city of Bronson and Katina and Kevin Bauman of Sherwood. The lease is 10 years at $1 per year. Gives us the right to have that on the side of the building.
Sounds fair enough to me. That's not gonna break.
I don't think I can argue with.
No,
We have to get the budget for that.
actually, I'll take that, I'll approve it.
We could find it.
I'll approve the lease for the middle project.
That's the that.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. City staff comments.
I don't have a whole lot other than that. We have the department open house this Friday, 3 to 6 in the afternoon. Come on in and take a look at what we've done. There's still a few things that we're working on, like the door project and the road sign, but fully functional and everything's in order. So come on in and take a look if you're interested.
Absolutely.
Things are looking nice.
Summer helps off and running. We're doing a lot of painting. We've accomplished a lot already. A lot more to go. Tomorrow we are starting to stain and paint Greenwald Park. Get that all completely done. The summer program is gonna paint all the little square things that were on there. We're gonna do a little project down there, paint all that stuff, have our own artwork right on our own playground, so. Done some water service lines, they're going really well, some street repairs. Everybody's doing really well, helping up, moving on.
Did you want to introduce Michael? I don't know. Have you
Oh.
met the council yet?
Michael Herman.
It's Michael Herman. He started back in November.
Welcome aboard.
Well,
December 4th. December 4th. That was probably the opportunity. Sorry. The opportunity.
Everything's good at the fire department. We have, we just hired another new firefighters. We're at 27, which is absolutely outstanding. attending. And if you don't get enough cake at Steve's open house, we are having one on Saturday at the satellite station.
I'm only having cookies.
Oh, well, get cookies there, cake there. At the satellite station on Saturday from 1 to 2. At 1 o'clock, Pastor Irwin will be there to bless our new tanker as well. So, other than that, we have our preliminary budget meeting tomorrow. So, we'll let the cat out of the bag. You guys are actually gonna see a $484 decrease if the budget is adopted. I'd like to take credit for that, but Batavia Township had all the satellite farms put in, so it changed their taxable value. So theirs went up, everybody else's went down. So that's all I have, barring any questions.
So that's 1 to 2 on Saturday.
1 to 2 on Saturday, correct.
City manager comments.
Joe stole some of my thunder there, but Madison Wire, where Congressman Tim Walberg will be coming at 9 a.m. to do a plant visit, and council is all invited. That's from about 9:15 to 10:15. I'll get there around 9.
That's tomorrow.
Next Monday. 9:15. That's all I have.
Council comments. Who got me the bill?
Wasn't prepared for that. Joe, you guys have been doing good. I saw people out a lot working, painting. Makes everything look very nice. Steve, cookies, is that gonna be enough?
We're on a budget, you remember that, you know. Trying to,
City budget.
city budget, we're trying to, you know, keep things,
No, I'm just
Controllable.
glad everything's going good over there for
Yeah.
you guys.
it is.
Scott, you do a great job. And Brandon and Patrick and you guys here in the office, you guys will be good too. That's it.
I just want to thank the staff for this year's budget as well as next year's proposed budget. It's always nice to hear that we are coming in close to break even versus in a hole. I shared Matt's feelings last year with a proposed deficit that big. And everybody did a great job of getting us in on budget, so although a low budget. City's looking good. Steve, I'm happy with, everything that's going on down there.
Good.
Great job. I know you guys put a lot of extra, your own personal time in down there, so.
Team effort.
Joe, your team's doing great. Keep up the good work. That's all I got.
Well, on the budgets, it takes everybody in our whole city to help take it down to where we can stay within our budgets. And it's so easy for people to say, well, if you don't spend your budget, you won't get that much next year. Well, that's a fallacy. That's a total fallacy. But with Brandon's expertise at budgeting and everybody working very, very hard at keeping the budget as low as possible, Patrick going out and trying to get all the grants he can. Thank you to everybody that works for the city. The open houses, Steve, it's been a long time coming, but boy, that sure looks nice.
It
I've
does.
heard nothing but positive things from the public.
That's good.
Finally.
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 Comes with the territory.
A lot of email on that one.
And Scott, the satellite station was a dream. Kenny and I told you you'd never get it done. You got it done. You proved us wrong. But what a difference it's making for our fire district.
Oh, yeah.
It's just great. Joe, the painting looks good. And you got crews out there hustling. Michael's been painting parking lots, which is a pain for him because he got to get everybody to move their cars and everything else that's going on. It's been a very busy time, and it looks like things are really working well. I know I saw the girls out picking up brush today and they were hustling, so that's a wonderful thing. Everybody keep up the good work. Thank you. That's all I have.
Yeah, Memorial Day down there at the cemetery was a success. We had, thanks to you guys putting a new rope up, a new flag. And they raised the flag all up and halfway back down. I really appreciate it. So that was a big thank you to the city. We dug out all the weeds around the flagpole, planted flowers, my wife and Lori. And that was, I guess, a couple people at that Memorial Day cemetery commenting about how nice it was to see flowers and weeds out of it. So it was really a band stuck around, just really good turnout. And golf carts, I think, correct, people were really following.
Yeah, we've got, I don't know, Frank could probably help me.
About half a dozen.
About a half dozen registered, and
I had,
they've been out a little bit, but not tremendous amount.
and
But
I had,
We've had complaints.
we've been going to these ball diamonds. But there've been golf carts there, legal.
Mhm.
And I seen one, they pull up and the kids are in the back, they unbuckle them. I mean, and I've been at least twice, I've had people come up to me and thank the city for what they've done, bringing that out. And that's, like Steve always said, that's good PR. You know, the cemetery, what we do there, or this, it's good PR, it's just showing that we're listening to them out there. And I think that's really good. Other than that, we need to negotiate, you know, like we grabbing that guy right there, no Joe there. He knows how to get it done.
No, it's just, again, you know, I had made a comment earlier on the budget. Great work to all involved, and greatly appreciate it. It's a lot easier to sit here and talk about those things when it's a positive, when it's something other than negative. So thank you to everybody for all your hard work and getting that taken care of.
See if somebody's.
This is my turn. I'm Richard Swanson, I'm running for county commissioner. District 4, Bronson, Gilead, Noble, Ovid, Tinker Road. I just want to come back and tell you guys a little bit about me. I'm a 23-year retired Air Force vet. I have been going to the county commissioner meetings for a little over a year. And I didn't like what I was seeing. I watched them give away $500,000 to Maple Lawn with no payback, no time frame, no interest rate, no nothing, okay? And it wasn't even put out to the media until after Maple Lawn paid it back that they even borrowed the money. And I don't think that's the right way to do things, okay? We put that together with the constitutional county thing that they swore an oath that they support the Constitution, and then they couldn't do it as constitutional county. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. As you can see from my card, faith, family, and freedom, okay? Right on the front. That's the platform, that's everything, okay? I do everything for my wife and my kids, okay? I try to give them the same place that I grew up. And we are so far from that, it's ridiculous. I watched the state come out with 8 laws last year that infringed on not only the First, but the Second, the Fourth, and the 14th Amendments of the Constitution. Okay? 4142, 4144, 45, 46, 48, I think the other one was 52. Don't hold me to those exact numbers, but they were all House bills, okay, that came out dealing with red flag laws, pronouns, which is the biggest one that I hated, okay? Because, you know, how you walk down the street and go, hey, you know, and they go, oh, that's not my pronoun. And as Steve can tell you, he's already been briefed on it, you can get in trouble for that, because you didn't use the right pronoun. I might be a she today, I might be a he tomorrow. And how are you supposed to know that and stay out of trouble? To me, that was wrong. So my feelings is that the county commissioners are supposed to be basically a buffer between what happens at the state and DC, as far as that's concerned, and our communities. We're supposed to be there to protect our community, our county, against things like that coming out of Lansing. And so I threw my hat in the ring. I thought about it for about 6 months, and people finally talked me into doing it. So now I'm doing it, and we'll see where it goes in August. But I would appreciate any support. And thank you, gentlemen, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a motion to go into closed session.
I make a motion